happy to be here. It's been so long since I've had a solo episode. I just want to make this short and sweet and just connect with you one-on-one because I feel like it's been so long. I've had so many incredible guests and still so many more to share with you. And so it's so hard to want to put myself out here instead of them. Something I'm working on in general in life is this ability to prioritize myself. I've come a long ways, but I still have got a long ways to go. But I'm really proud of how far I've come. But I still notice it come up in little areas just like this, for instance, and prioritizing everyone else's beautiful voice and gifts and truths over mine. And not saying that one needs to be better than the other, but I just feel like, yeah. But today I'm here with you, just me and you. So I hope you enjoy this little mini episode. And we're going to talk in kind of more about this, more about how to prioritize our joy. I want you to think right now, do you prioritize your joy? Do you put your joy in your schedule? Is it something that you schedule in every day, every week? Is it something you're consciously trying to incorporate more of? Or does it just, you stumble upon it every once in a blue moon? Or are you just naturally joyful and truly experiencing and present and tapped in with your highest and brightest and best self? When you think about when was the last time that you experienced true blissful joy? I hope that you were able to think of something, and if not, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're not taught to do this. Like, please tell me one teacher, boss, authoritative figure that is like, please, you must put joy in your to-do list every week. I've never heard that, but I mean, if you have, I'm so stoked for you. That's amazing. But really, like, let's start to invite more orgasmic bliss into our life. Ooh, how good does that feel? Orgasmic bliss. I love that. And we can find these moments in anything and everything. This isn't about going on a big trip or having a big celebration party or anything like this. Like, yes, and I guess I should say, like, it is that. And also it's in the small little moments. It's in the way that you gently tuck in your bed and you come out of bed and you stretch, the big morning stretch, the first stretch you take. How good. Just let it feel good in your body. Or when you pick up and you read a book, when you step outside and the sun is beaming on your skin and you close your eyes and you just slowly start to feel the rays warm and tingle up on your skin. Oh, that brings me so much joy. Or when you cook a yummy, nutritious meal that is filled with intention of love and nourishment, and you eat it and your body is like, yes, I feel so good after this. I feel energized. I don't feel overstuffed. I don't feel like I have nausea. I don't feel any of these negative things because I nourish food with my body that aligns and feels good. The joy in drinking a warm cup of tea. The joy in just the shower at night. I always like to dim my lights and put a candle on, maybe play some music and jump in my shower and just make it so sensual and so magnificent and so clearing. I wash off all the energies of the day. I like to have joy with my plants when I just water them or give them love every day. There's just so many moments where we can incorporate joy. Simply pausing, taking a few deep breaths, then smiling. Do you ever do that? I just think it's like we try to overcomplicate everything. I always talk about this, that it's like, why does it need to be big? It really doesn't. Incorporate it in any way that you can and make it every day. Make it a non-negotiable in your life, you know? It's like the simple joys are what make the best impact. and simple little things. And you can do these things in between when you're doing things, like in between coaching calls, get up and dance for a song. When you get home from work, before you do anything else, like take a minute to yourself and just unwind. And whatever is your little thing that just brings you a smile, whatever's that thing for you. There's probably multiple things because a lot of us have a lot of things, but just sprinkling in those little bits of nourishment throughout the day. And when you can just do like 30 seconds of joy here and there, it'll make a world of a difference. And it's really important to notice when you do start to schedule it in or start to experience more joy. Do you immediately go into guilt? Do you immediately go into, but I have to do this 10 more things on my to-do list and I need to do more work and I haven't even cleaned the dishes yet and I haven't taken my blah, blah, blah. It's like we think of all these, we're always being pulled away from our joy in our head. And just notice that thought pattern, notice that guilt, notice that resistance, and just let yourself have fun without being worried about any of those things. Like if you experience joy for 5 minutes, all those other tasks you got to do are still going to be there. All right. And you'll start to realize like, wait, a lot of these don't have to be done right now. We always think that we have to get it all done. We have to do everything at once. We have to overpack our schedule, that we have to accomplish every single little thing. And if I don't, then I'm a failure. Then I'm not worthy. Then I'm not good enough. And we go into all these things. And then there's so many things that spiral from that. But the point is, focus on just incorporating a little bit of joy and fun, and do not let those stories hold you back. And when you have awareness of them, be like, okay, hey there, little naughty, guilty thought. I see you this time and I am not letting you take the wheel. So often we let that drive our ship. And it's like, hold on. You are in control. You are in control. Gently scooch the guilt over, just a little boop, hip bump or something, and move it out. Move it out. Say, I see you. I hear you, guilt. I know this is coming from when I was a child and I had to caretake for my mom or my dad, and I wasn't allowed to experience emotions because I had to take care of their emotions, or I wasn't allowed to express joy because I was never modeled it. There's so many reasons why, but it's like, all right, I see that there. I see that old belief. I see the old programming, and I'm changing it. I'm making a new decision right now because we have choices in life and they're always there. We are always in control of our choices, and you have to start to realize that you are in control of your life. And yes, other people can bring you joy. Yes, other people can bring you bliss and fun, but you need to be making more of these choices to bring it into your own life and provide this for yourself. And knowing that in the moments when transitions, in the moments when we're traveling, in the moments when we're in a big, stressful, busy day, like, do something, take 30 minutes. What would feel good? Stop. Anytime you're in a feeling a lot or just like overwhelmed or whatever, just pause and be like, all right, what would feel good right now? What would feel good? Is it drinking a big glass of water? Is it taking some breaths? Is it turning off my phone and just looking at my surroundings? Is it stepping outside and going for a quick walk? Is it going to the bathroom and isolating myself from everyone that's around me because I'm overstimulated? Just what would feel good? There's always something you can do in every moment. You're never stuck. Remembering that is always there, okay? That you are empowered to make these choices. And lastly, I just want to end this by saying, let it. I don't even know what's happening to my voice right now. Let's celebrate. So right now, list off 5 things you want to celebrate. List them out loud to me. Let me hear them. I know I can't actually hear them, but pretend like I'm right there with you. Tell me them. Speak them out loud. If you're with other people or you don't feel comfortable, speak them in your head. Be like, yes, I did this. Yes, I'm celebrating myself for this. I'll list some for you. I'm celebrating myself this week for signing up for Discover with Nicole. She is a somatic experiencing practitioner, and I'm so stoked to dive deeper into my nervous system. So I'm celebrating myself for investing in myself, for investing in my body, for investing in my nervous system. I'm celebrating myself for eating really nourishing meals these past few days, making home cooked meals and just eating food that like feels so good. I'm celebrating myself for doing my subconscious money reprogramming every night. I put on this meditation and I love it. I'm celebrating myself for choosing aligned work that makes me so excited and I get just lit up by doing this work. I'm celebrating myself for having boundaries and not over giving this week and really prioritizing myself. So I hope you got some ideas if you hadn't had some already. And I challenge you every day this week, either in the morning or at night, saying 5 things you celebrate yourself for and just like shimmy it out. Do a little dance for every little celebration. This helps integrate it into our bodies more and remember like, oh, all right, cool. Like, yes, this is real. Like, let me make this a somatic experience, this joy. Let me allow myself to feel this. Oh, yes. I hope that you guys feel just a little bit more bliss from talking about bliss. Like it just trickles and trickles and it can spread. And knowing that when you nurture your bliss, when you nurture your joy, that shows people to do the same for themselves. Like it's kind of infectious. Let me tell you, it's a little bit infectious when you're out there vibrating so high and you're just smiling and giggling and being silly and being playful. It's really hard to not catch that on, no matter how grumpy or bad of a mood. Like it'll soften something in you and it'll soften something in someone else. So remember that by doing this for yourself, you're also spreading this to your whole community, to the strangers you walk by. Remember when you last time you smiled at someone, genuinely smiled at a stranger, and that just turned their face upside down? Or when you were walking and someone gave you just like a really big, authentic smile and how good that felt? It's just so magical. So I hope that you can start prioritizing your joy. Literally put it in your schedule, put it in your to-do list. If you're that kind of person, do it, schedule it in. Just please. That's it. That's it. That's all for me. I'm really excited to hear about your joy experiences. Please send me an email or Instagram me at heartsnuggles or alivetoenjoy and let me know how you're experiencing joy. You can make a fun reel or Instagram post and tag me in it as well. I love to see your joy. I really, really do. It lights me up so much. And if you're enjoying this podcast, please leave a 5-star review and share with any friends because we want to spread more heart snugglies around the world and spread more joy. And so this is an easy way to do it and a free way, which we always love. So thank you so much for being here. And also, if you're really loving this as well, you can donate to help keep this podcast alive. The link is in the show notes, and I'm so happy you're here. Stay tuned for many incredible guests that are to come, remembering that I'm posting 3 times a week now, so I'll be back with you soon. Sending you so much love.